Hello, hi, so good to see you. Today, we're going to be talking about taking advantage of being disconnected to be more connected. But first, if you could click subscribe down below, hit that notification bell, that would help me out so much. It's free, and you get to be notified the moment I release a new video. Now let's get on with it. So I'm a hugely outgoing person. I love to be out and about, I love to explore, I love to see what's going on. I love to go to art galleries and concerts and events, and I love meeting new people, and I love attending things, and I love seeing what creativity other people are coming up with. And I really, really love travel. Whew. So obviously this pandemic has been a challenge in that regard, like it is for everyone, I'm sure, and for everyone in different degrees and in different ways in their lives. I think that being bummed about not being able to go out and have adventures is a really fortunate position to be in. I know, like I'm not worrying about my rent or my job or things like that at the moment. Whew. So I know that's super fortunate. And yet still, I miss these things. I miss these things terribly, but I have also been able to take advantage of becoming more connected in ways that I never have before. For example, there's an amputee support group that meets one Wednesday a month at 4:30 at a hospital about 35 miles from where I work. Normally, there's no way I'm gonna get there. I tried one time, I had to request to leave work early and I couldn't make it happen. So I just never went. I've been to the support group 3 times now. I've even gotten help from the doctors there, and it's not a community that I ever thought I'd have access to. And as an amputee who focused so much of my life on not identifying that way and not allowing myself to be identified that way, being able to join a support group on a Zoom call, actually I think it's Teams or something, but anyways, on a video call, to be able to join the support group and share something that was hurting me and a challenge that I was having, and have a bunch of other people there who could empathize, and some doctors who were able to say, well, maybe you could try this, that, and the other thing. Normally I only have my prosthetist to go to, who's still a great resource, but this was an amazing experience, and I'm so thankful that places are realizing that they can do this, that they can make things more accessible to people by being virtual. By virtue of being disconnected, we can connect more. This is so cool. And a surprisingly, amazingly cool thing has now come into my grasp. The Amputee Coalition of America's National Conference. Normally, it's a 3-day event at various cities around the US. Last year, I believe it was Texas. This year was supposed to be DC. For most of my adult working life, I've had limited time off. I want to spend it on things like visiting family, going on bucket list adventures, things like that. And once again, trying not to be defined by being an amputee, going specifically to a national conference, spending multiple hundreds of dollars just to get there, probably bringing my husband with because he's amazingly supportive in that way, and then spending what is typically $200 to $300 on a ticket just to get in, and that's the lower price amputee ticket. Oh my gosh, it's so prohibitive. It's not something I've ever elected to do. I could have prioritized it, I'm sure, but this year it's $20 and it's virtual. This is so awesome. I'm so excited. I've paid for my registration. I'm ready for this. August 19th to 22nd, I'm going to be attending the Amputee Coalition of America's National Conference from the comfort of my own home. I don't have to pay for flights. I don't have to pay for hotel, anything like that. There are going to be so many amazing classes to attend. This year's theme is the power of you. Cute, right? It's all about how you have the power to make your life better and to help others. They're going to have a variety of different tracks on health and wellness, work, career, youth, family, and community engagement. There are going to be numerous different kinds of live online sessions, community roundtables, and opportunities to connect with people who are new to the community and to experts who've been involved for years. And they're going to record all of the sessions so that we can go back and look at them later. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled for this opportunity, because even beyond just being able to have access to this, the fact that this gives people the opportunity to consume this more at a later date, to go back and look at something they might have missed, or to hear someone speak again that was truly impactful to them. What an amazing opportunity. And I think it's also a very considerate approach, since sometimes people might not be able to handle a whole day. There may be amputees who are brand new, who get exhausted after 2 hours and have to skip out of a session, or weren't able to pay the closest attention that they wanted to at a certain event. I think this is going to be groundbreakingly fantastic, and I can't wait to participate. It was literally $20 to sign up for a person who has suffered limb loss, or for their family or caregiver. And I'm also excited that that I get to create the perfect experience for me. For example, something that I struggle with is that because I was injured in a bombing, I have severe hearing loss and can mostly only hear out of my left ear. So when I go to presentations and things like that, I'm not so deaf that I need sign language, or that I've learned sign language, or that I know how to read someone's lips. But I'm still very hard of hearing. And if I'm not situated on the right side of the room, then my good ear is not available to hear. So many times I've gone to speeches or even different meetings where the person who's presenting thinks that they're a loud person. They think that they're speaking loudly enough because they only have their own barometer. But in relation to someone who has hearing loss, they're not speaking loudly enough. So I've had numerous occasions where someone has elected not to use the microphone because they think that they're loud enough. Or they start their sentences loudly and then sort of meander off into a quieter phase. Anyways, I'm so excited about this. I wonder if there'll even be like closed captioning available, because there's some software that can do closed captioning now live. Now that I think about it, I think Google Meet can do that, and that's just amazing, isn't it? So anyways, I can't wait to attend. I can't wait to update you guys on how it is, to share my experiences in the different classes, to meet different people. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited at the opportunities that are rising now. And these are things that were available to us before. It's not because of the pandemic. It's obviously because of the way that society has pivoted to deal with this pandemic that we are being given these opportunities. I hope that these stay. I hope that we see how useful they are. I hope it's as awesome as I think it's gonna be, so there's that. But I'll let you know. Speaking of which, what things have you found to be better in the pandemic? What ways have you seen life to have pivoted in ways that benefit you? Have you had greater access to things like this that you would never have had access to before? I'd love to hear your experiences down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're an amputee, I would love to hear if you're attending this. If you don't know about the Amputee Coalition of America's National Conference, I'll leave the details down below. It's funny because I actually trained to be a peer visitor with them, and yet I've still never been to the conference. So this is gonna be awesome. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. Take care of you and those around you, and have a wonderful day. Bye!